Support comes from the Missouri Forest Products Association, saluting Earth Day on April 22nd with an ongoing commitment to help offset carbon emissions with sustainable harvesting of Missouri forests. Details at choosewood.com.
From St. Louis Public Radio. This is St. Louis on the Air.
It's just an empty room.
It gives you such a wider perspective of what music is, because whenever you're listening to it, you don't really have the visual of all of the working components. So that was just really educational for me, and just I'm learning every time I record. So it's definitely a fun time for me, and it's probably one of my favorite parts about music.
I'm Sarah Fensky.
It's just an empty room.
Two years ago, Joanna Serenko made it to the finals on The Voice. The singer-songwriter was competing in what was arguably the show's strangest season in its then 20-year history. The Kirkwood teen began the competition in a pre-COVID universe, but soon found herself competing from her parents' house as the pandemic shut down Hollywood. Earlier this year, Joanna Serenko released her debut album, just as a new COVID variant again ravaged the nation. But next week, she's finally able to celebrate the album with a release party. She'll play Best of Me and its title track with a full band next Thursday at the Blue Strawberry.
I won't let you have the best of me.
And that is from Joanna Serenko's new album, Best of Me. Her launch party takes place at the Blue Strawberry next Thursday, and she joins us now to discuss it. Joanna Serenko, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
So it was almost exactly 2 years ago that your journey on The Voice wrapped up, and that's been such a weird time for so many people. Time has just been this weird quality. Does it feel for you that time has flown since then?
Time has definitely flown by really fast.
Is that a good thing? Things have been good in your life?
It's a good thing, yeah, for sure. And a lot has been done since then, and including my debut album release, Best of Me.
Yeah, so you worked on this album. Did you know coming out of The Voice, okay, I'm not just going to do an album, I'm going to write my own songs?
Yeah, so I've been songwriting since I was about a sophomore in high school, and a little before that, but I really became more confident whenever I was kind of in the middle of high school and continuing on then. And I started the album actually before I got on The Voice, with just the songs that I had been writing. I released my first song, Best of Me, the summer before I actually got on The Voice. And then after the show, I released my second single, Good Side. And then since then, I've just been working on each song after that and releasing them. And then I finally released the full album on February 22nd.
Now, after you you achieved this national fame, was there ever a temptation of, you know what, I'll just put I'll put myself in the hands of record executives. I don't need to do my own songs. I'll just sing the pop stuff they want me to sing.
Honestly, no.
Never even a temptation.
I don't want to do that. I definitely want to have more control over my own music. That's definitely something that I want to have control over and not be under the thumb of anybody else with my own music when it comes to that.
And when you think about what you want to do, did you sort of go through this whole journey knowing this is what I have in mind? Or more of a here's my North Star, I'm going to walk in this direction and see where it takes me?
Yeah, a little bit of both of those things, because I'm in school right now. I'm doing nursing at Maryville. So that's been kind of my career choice, I guess, with college. But ultimately, I know that I'm a musician and I'm going to be one forever. So that's the main goal that I want to work towards, and what I'm working towards every day. So that's pretty much my plan, and I hope to just go full force with that as soon as college is over.
And so with the nursing degree, is that the idea of I'd be happy following my own vision even if I also have a day job?
Yeah, I just figured, my mom is a nurse, my grandma's a nurse, and so it was always something on the back burner of a career in mind that I had. But music has just obviously become so much more prominent in my life, and I know that that's a journey that I would love to go on and that I am going on. So I just want to go full force with that after nursing school, and just kind of getting my degree and having the backup plan is nice, but I know that I can do music, so that's pretty much my plan.
So we're going to demonstrate for anybody who had any doubt that, yes, you can do music. I'm going to play one of these songs from your new album, and you say this is one of your songs where you first felt really confident as a singer-songwriter. This song is called Slip.
See you hanging around with anyone but me. I won't let you slip through my fingertips. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Without you, baby, I love everything you do. I just can't help but imagine a single day without you. So through your darkest nights, I'm gonna hold you so tight, won't let you slip through my head.
And that is Slip from the singer-songwriter Joanna Serenko. She's a Kirkwood native. Her debut album is Best of Me. That launch party takes place at the Blue Strawberry next Thursday. So, Joanna, this is such a lovely song. And that idea of I won't let you slip, is that where this all began? Is with that thought?
Yeah, for sure. And it was definitely kind of like just a melody idea that I had in my head, and I was strumming it out on my guitar and just wanted to kind of find some lyrics that worked with it, and that was definitely something that I was in at the moment. And yeah, that's what the song's about.
So I understand your boyfriend Tyler Dale, he's with the country band Tyler Dale and Company. He helped you sort of get this track across the finish line. What role did he play in this final version?
Yeah, indeed. So I met Tyler in the studio, and we just immediately became best friends. I started bringing him my song ideas, and this is one that we started on together, and he was like, wow. And he basically took it and started messing with some chords and refining it a little bit, and it's just one of the songs that we've been working on together. And so we actually got an opportunity to play for So Far Sounds. It's an organization that for songwriters that just allows them to play for people and kind of get their music across. And so we got that opportunity, and we played that song on the show, and they posted it on their channel, and that's actually the song that The Voice reached out to me about. And so it really is just the start of a bunch of different things in my life. So it's a really important song to me.
Yeah. And so he is in this country band. Your sensibility, it doesn't seem to my untrained ear like country at all. Is that interesting that you're bringing together these sort of different genres?
Yeah, for sure. Honestly, a little bit of everything. I know I like to dip into all different kinds of genres. I really don't feel boxed in by a certain genre. And definitely I love playing in Tyler's country band, Tyler Dale and Co. We have a gig actually the night after the album release on the 20th. So my album release is May 19th, and we're playing at Westport Social with Tyler Dale and Company on the 20th.
And what role do you play in that band?
I'm a backup vocalist, and I sing some cover songs as well.
Okay. Do you like that sort of switching from your center stage, it's on you, to you're doing backup vocals?
Yeah, for sure. And it's just so fun performing with each other. It just is really an amazing element to our relationship.
And so that song predates The Voice. I understand this other track from your album. This is something that happened after The Voice. You actually wrote this in Brooklyn while you were on your way to first start recording what would end up becoming Best of Me. This song is called Sister of Nostalgia.
Like the bittersweet sister of nostalgia. an empty room. It's just an empty room.
And that is Joanna Serenko. The song is called Sister of Nostalgia. And she will be playing that with a full band at the Blue Strawberry. That's May 19th. The Thursday after this one is the launch party for this album. This is a beautiful song. What inspired this idea, Sister of Nostalgia?
Thank you so much. I wrote this actually on the plane to Brooklyn to record my other two songs on the album. And it was definitely coming from a place of, missing the memories, but not missing the person. And so it's kind of the idea of the sister of nostalgia, nostalgia as this feeling of like a pleasant outlook on your memories. And the sister of nostalgia is kind of like, like the ickier feeling of like looking back at those memories and like missing the memories, but knowing that person wasn't right for you. And it's just kind of the idea of letting go. So
I love that image, the sister of nostalgia. And so you're doing this with a full band. Is that something you were able to have there in the recording studio with you?
Yeah. So for this song, actually, for the first 3 songs on the album, Best of Me, Good Side, and Sister of Nostalgia, is my cousin Jake Goldbass on drums. And he actually recorded these drums remotely. And I worked with Zeb Briskovich, Tyler Dale, and Dave Grelly and Logan Miller on this song. And so those are a few of my band members. And then whenever we use in St. Louis drummer, his name is Miles Vandeveer.
And so this is one you wrote on the way to Brooklyn, but this was actually recorded in St. Louis. The album was finished in St. Louis.
Yes, it was finished in St. Louis. I worked at a couple different studios, one being Sherpa Studios over in Brentwood, and then at Sawhorse Studios as well.
And so by the end of that process, you're doing this now in your home turf, you got your band with you. Did you feel like, man, I'm pretty seasoned at this. I got this down.
It definitely felt good to be with my band at home for sure, and starting out, honestly, being in the recording studio and recording Best of Me was like kind of my first experience recording my own song in a studio professionally, So it was definitely a nice experience and definitely an experience that I would recommend anybody to try just because it gives you such a wider perspective of what music is, because whenever you're listening to it, you don't really have the visual of all of the working components. So that was just really educational for me. And just I'm learning every time I record, so it's definitely a fun time for me, and it's probably one of my favorite parts about music.
And I understand these original recording sessions, this was a graduation gift from your dad.
Yeah, so my first couple songs, Best of Me and Good Side, that session was a gift from my dad for graduating high school. So
that's pretty cool. Yeah. And so your parents are fully supportive of this music journey that at this point is taking up a lot of time and a lot of energy.
Yeah, they're very supportive of me.
So for this album, the album is now out, and again, that launch party, it's the Thursday after this one. Will you be able to tour? It's hard when you've got a big band.
Yeah, for sure. I really hope to tour starting out with just me and Tyler doing little duo stuff and going around traveling. What we really hope to do in the future is get a van and convert it and take it around the country and do some shows. So that's definitely the goal, the next goal for us. But
is that after you finish nursing school?
Yeah, I have 2 more years left, so I'm halfway through nursing. And that's the goal, is to be done with the van and ready to go after that. So
you're going for a van here,
or a bus. I don't know. We have so many different ideas, but you got to have a good amount of space if you're going to be on the roads. Maybe a bus.
Yeah, I mean, the idea of a van seems rather terrifying to me.
Plus, we got a dog, too, so we got to have space for him.
Yeah, I think you need a bus, but you're not looking for the jet set version of you want to see the country. You want to feel the miles beneath your feet.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like that would be a really fun time. I love road tripping. every time we go, it's really fun.
And is this dog? This is a dog that can hang for a road trip?
Oh, yeah. He's so chill. His name's Cedar.
Cedar.
Yeah,
he's going to be part of these plans.
Oh, yeah.
I love that. Well, first, before you get to that, you have this show. This, again, is May 19th. Looking forward to this. You've never played Blue Strawberry before.
I have not, but I've heard so many amazing things about it. And I hear that it's a really intimate setting and is really a lot of people go just to listen to the songwriter and have a good listening party. So I've heard that that's the best place to do it.
And are you going to be weaving in some songs in addition to the ones from this album?
Yes, I am. Just the album, honestly. I think I'm going to do the album, and I'm just going to talk about each song and kind of describe it to people to give them a really deep experience of how it was to write the album.
Oh, okay. So this is kind of the classic Blue Strawberry cabaret sort of feeling for this event.
For sure.
Well, that's going to be so exciting. Joanna Serenko, I want to thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
And so that release party, that again is Thursday, May 19th. You can find details at bluestrawberrystl.com or stlonair.show. And let's go out of the show with just a little more Joanna Serenko. This is Rewind.
Can we start over? Let go of our history. I just want you to sit with me and love me like it's the first time, baby. And maybe we can just rewind.
Today's episode was produced by Emily Woodbury with audio engineering and podcast design by Aaron Dorr. Our executive producer is Alex Hoyer.
St. Louis on the Air is a production of St. Louis Public Radio. Understanding starts here.
Do you find yourself regularly listening to episodes of St. Louis on the Air? Suggest us to a friend you think might enjoy our conversations. And leave us a review and rating on Apple Podcasts on the App Store. It's the simplest way to help people discover our show. Thanks.
St. Louis Public Radio is a member-supported service of the University of Missouri, St. Louis.
Maybe we can just rewind.
Support comes from the Missouri Forest Products Association, saluting Earth Day on April 22nd with an ongoing commitment to help offset carbon emissions with sustainable harvesting of Missouri forests. Details at choosewood.com.